So I use a kitchen knife pretty much every single day, but despite that fact, I've never really gotten good at sharpening. So today, for the entirety of the day, I'm going to try and get better at sharpening knives. And to do that, I'm going to attempt to restore this super rusty, super crappy knife. The idea being that if I can do that successfully, I should be able to make just about any knife sharp. It's like so bad. Nothing. I can see some writing very faintly right where it's focused. It'll be cool to see if we can get that really clear. So according to the internet, how you get rust off a knife is submerging it in white vinegar and then scrubbing it, which like honestly seems like way too easy. Okay, baby. No, it's not big enough. Please work. Yes. Okay, now I gotta wait 5 minutes. Try scrubbing it. I think some of it is coming off. Like I can see some steel already. That's cool. I feel like this is gonna take a while. So this is about 20 minutes or so of scrubbing. Man, already this is looking so much better. You can see the text from the brand of the company right there. It's pretty cool. Like, I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Gonna bring in some steel wool to try and get this like tougher rust down. Be very careful though. Hope I'm not damaging the knife doing this. So at this point it's looking like way better than it did before, but it's still not in like amazing shape. And I'm not sure how to get this, like this is like some thick rust. So I'm just gonna take a look at some tutorials and see if I can find any methods to get rid of this stuff that might work a little bit better. Okay, I got some steel wool and then a whole bunch of super high grit sandpaper to polish this guy and hopefully get this rust off and it looking beautiful. Oh, I just wrecked this table. Like if I had like real like shop tools, this would be so much easier. While I was polishing this frickin' knife, I knocked my computer off the table and broke it. No! That is so bad. It's actually the worst. How did this, oh my god. Okay, well that sucked. I got some like rust eraser online yesterday as well, and apparently this is supposed to do a pretty good job at getting rid of rust on knives, so I'm gonna give it a shot and see how it works. Okay, wow, that took a long time. My arm is just like so tired. It's still not perfect, but I think it's come a really long way. There are still like a bunch of gouges in it, and there are some black spots on the edge. And like, I don't know, if you get like a vintage crappy knife, it's kind of cool for it to like have some character. So I think that this knife is pretty much ready to start sharpening. Okay, those guys are going in there for 15 minutes. So I'm supposed to like be able to feel an edge, but I don't know if there's like really an edge that exists on this knife anymore. So there's definitely like an edge starting to be formed here, but it's not consistent at all. Wow. Hey, that's a lot better. That was pretty good. You can see like a legit bevel there now. Is that called a bevel? I think it's called a bevel. That's pretty good. Ooh, yeah. I'm feeling like really good about this. It is so satisfying. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna work super well. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Wow. I don't think I've ever owned a knife this sharp. So as far as takeaways go for this episode, I think the one that stands out to me more than anything else is just how relatively simple it is to learn how to sharpen knives. I spent probably an hour and a half total learning the skill of sharpening, and I know that there are knives that are way sharper and there are a million things that I could do better, but this knife is sharper and better than any knife I've ever used before, and it only took me an hour and a half of practice to get there, and I think that's pretty cool. Like, I honestly enjoy chopping vegetables now. I look forward to chopping things in the kitchen. If I were to do this again, after I, vinegar watered it and sponged it, I would move immediately to the rust eraser because that worked super duper well, and I feel like I probably could have cut down my time spent on this by like an hour or two. And then if you want to get like kind of the polished look on the knife, moving to sandpaper. If you've been thinking about doing a project like this or just wanting to learn how to get really good at sharpening knives, I would highly recommend it. Having a super sharp knife in the kitchen is incredible. I chop things really, really well, and it's just kind of cool having a thing that you made that you can use. But also, if you do this, please be careful because we do not need more people in the hospital right now. And the last takeaway, don't leave your laptop on a rickety table with the screen open while doing this.